Hello there, and as usual, I'm Aaron from Let's Stay Gamers, and welcome. So I'd like to welcome you aboard my station, and today's video is going to be a video that's actually been sparked by a number of you. Now, I constantly get questions, and people requesting some sort of answers and my feelings on certain subjects, and where I can't give you a solid answer, I'm going to try to give you a nice little opinion on the subject. So as behind us, we've actually closed up our airlock, and talking about airlocks, one of the most commonly asked questions is about pressurization and oxygen environments where you can actually take your helmet off. Now, when I was asking this question quite a while ago, the question that was the counter answer was, why do you need to take your helmet off? Well, then it leads you to a whole number of other tests, and as you can see, I'm running quite a few modifications today, and all the links for them will be down in the descriptions. A lot of them are interior based mods as well as a food based modification. So as you can see, I've actually got a face, and what would be really awesome is maybe one day in the future with these little mods is you can actually plaster your own face across them just like you could do in the old Operation Flashpoint days. But for now, you can take off your helmet and have a walk around your station and feel just like it's an oxygen environment that you could actually live in. So the whole idea of pressurization and stuff would be quite exciting to have a look at. So as you can see, we're walking into the hallway. We've actually got living quarters that way, and this way we've got our food processing unit, and towards there we've got towards the actual bridge of the station. So let's head into here. This is our oxygen and food processing area. Now, the most common way of sort of processing food, or the most viable way, would be using hydroponics. And this is bringing me on to the next sort of question, is food and eating in space. And that would be the first reason to actually need to take your helmet off, to eat, to consume food, and basically survive at that extra level of survival. Because currently, all we have is the ability to charge ourselves up. And in many reasons, it keeps it simple and it keeps it quite effective, but it's not as realistic as it could be. And then the question that's going to be followed up with this is, you don't want it to be too realistic, you want it to be exciting and fun enough. You don't want to continue all down them boring roads, and then all you have to do is constantly trying to survive, eat food, and basically down them roads. So with these actual systems, we can actually produce some food. So I'll show you what we can do, is we can head to the production menu, and I'm currently out of ice, so I'm not going to actually be able to show you any of the raw items. And you can see we've got some fresh food, we've got H2O, drinkable water, synthetic food, and warm food. So a few different options that we can actually produce. Let's head across the way anyway to our canteen sort of living quarters area, and I'll show you the actual system that produces these. Now, I was reading about this modification quite a bit, and it's really exciting. And the modder himself is waiting on API to actually be able to add it to the HUD, able to add that hunger and need for a drink to the HUD, and give you a reason to actually stop and think. And if you can see inside here, we've got the actual food processing items. We'll actually sit down on that chair and actually have a look in. So you can see we've got the little snack drawers, different sorts of vacuum sealed bags, I imagine. Really, really cool. And another really cool thing about the few modifications I'm using today is we've got some plant life, just to give you that feeling that we are actually in an oxygen area, as well as these shelves. These shelves are awesome. Like, you can simply press the normal sort of menu to access a cargo container, and they work just like a cargo container, so you could come in here, get your food, put your items in there, just be absolutely amazing. Now, moving on to the final question. This one has quite a lot of different sorts of opinions that I'm going to need to hear about it. Now, it's about AI, and I think all of us are expecting some form of AI, some sort of pirates maybe that are going to try to challenge us, maybe attack us and try to kill us and loot our equipment and steal and grind away our gear, or the option of having some sort of aliens. Now, aliens sounds a little bit crazy for a game that has quite a realistic sort of setting, and I believe that too. So maybe aliens is a little bit too far, but some sort of foreign parasite, maybe living within asteroids or something, could be an interesting alternative, and I'd really love to hear your opinions on these subjects. Anyway, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.